the same time do a video so we can upload it, maybe, and get it so you can have it all the time. There are many ways of doing APA. We're going to deal with journal articles first, and journal articles are very easy to work with in terms of the overall setup of how it will be put into your capstone or whatever paper you're doing it in. There is a specific way of doing it. There's in-text citations, what we'll start with. Then we'll move into the secondary ones, which are your reference page. Okay? and we're just going to kind of use a progression. Okay? We're going to start with Jones. This is one author. Okay? And regardless if it's in the beginning, middle, or end, okay, there'll be a comma in the date, 2012. Okay? If it's at the beginning of it, it will be Jones 2012 with parentheses around it. If it is at the end, it will be Jones, comma, 2012 with the parentheses around the outside. Now, the best way to always remember this is parentheses around the date when it doesn't have a period after it. If it doesn't have a period after it, it's always going to have the parentheses around it. Okay? If it's at the end, it's followed by a period because it's the end of the sentence. It's the easiest way to remember the very first one. Okay, the second one. Now, you've added the second author. You've added the second author. That second author is now Jones and Mike. We'll keep it simple. Okay? Or Jones and I don't know how to make an ampersand, so that's about the best I can do, and Mike. So going back to what we did before, okay? Beginning and end. If this is the beginning, where would your date be? Your date would be in a parentheses after. This is at the beginning. Okay? If it's at the end of the sentence, end of the paragraph, or anything else, it will be Jones and Mike, comma, 2012, and it would be all in parentheses. So, and, no period. Ampersand, a period. So work the same way when you do your reference page. There's always a period, so there has to be an ampersand. It's kind of the best, what do they call this? An analogy. Yes?
So the second one is for the end, right?
End.
Okay.
Beginning.
End.
End. Beginning or anywhere inside. End or anywhere inside that there's a period at the end. So if my sentence is obesity is an epidemic in the United States. Jones ampersand Mike 2012. Okay? Jones and Mike 2012 in the parentheses noted that obesity is. Depends on how you're placing it. If you're placing it at the very end with a period after it, that ampersand's going to happen. Okay? So that's two. Moving on to the third. You're adding a third name. Okay? That third name would be Jones, comma, Mike, comma, okay? Now, at the beginning, what's the word that should be here? And. Bill. Okay? parentheses 2012. Now, this is the beginning again. This would be the end. And that end would be Jones, Mike, and then what would go there? Ampersand, Bill, comma, 2012, everything in parentheses, and a period at the end. And a period at the end. Okay? So, beginning and end for 3. I mean, it's the same pattern all the way through. The key is that you got to space them out. No first initials, no first names, none of that stuff. It's just the names, just the facts. So you have the beginning and the end. Okay? We're going to go to 4, but I'm not going to rewrite the whole thing. I'm going to move this, and I'm going to add a name at the end just for GP, and I'm going to go Smith. Okay? Moving this, Smith, comma. And we continually go. 5. I'm running out of names. How about Tom? Tom. Okay?
Sandy's a good name.
Sandy's a very good name. Sandy. Sandy. Okay? And that's how it continually goes. Okay? Now what happens when you get to number 7 and beyond? Okay? Now you're going to change it to an et al. So what'll happen is we get rid of basically Bill, and we're going to put Bill over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then everything else. And let's say there's 9 names. So it would be ... et al. Period. Okay? Same thing. Et al. Period, comma. So it would be et al, comma, et al. Period, comma, 2012. Those are in text, that's all of them. The key is recognizing the beginning and the end. And once you get the hang of it, you'll always understand it. Okay?